Hi everyone, this is Blue Cool Nux welcoming you to episode 11 of Mini Logo Evolution. After taking a small break to power wash my stress away, I think it's time for me to come back and cover yet another home video company. And that company is Time Life Video, requested by MTN. Well, I for one am glad I don't have to put multiple hours into a dedicated history segment like the last few episodes, especially seeing as there's not a lot of information on Time Life Video. They were initially formed as Time Incorporated's direct marketing music and video division. In 2003, AOL Time Warner, now Warner Bros. Discovery, sold Time Life to Direct Holdings Americas Incorporated, and in 2013, the Reader's Digest Association sold Time Life to online retailer Mosaic Media Investment Partners. 10 years later in 2023, Time Life Video and their only official online retailer was shut down, with Direct Holdings closing their doors a year later in 2024. That's pretty much all the info we have on Time Life Video, so now we can move swiftly onto the logos. Oh boy. So the average amount of logos we've been covering per episode has been mostly consistent. After covering only 2 logos last episode, I'm kinda glad this company actually has some meat on its bones. Time Life Video has a whopping 7 logos, the biggest amount we've had on this series so far. So let's not waste any time and jump right into it, shall we? TLV's first logo was this. I'm going to call this logo Flashing TLV, and it was used from 1976 to 1980. A more common shortened version exists. The music is decent, but the animation is certainly cheap. This logo isn't the worst for 1976, but I've seen better. Our next logo today appeared on a limited TLV label known as Great Programs. It looks like this, and I call it TLV TV Tube. Try saying that 5 times fast. It was used from 1978 to 1980. I'm not showing a video because the logo is still. Despite this, I'm willing to admit that it is better than the logo that appeared on general programs. The design is nice, but I can't really imagine how it would animate. Thankfully, the next logo is so much better than before. It looks like this, and I'm going to call it the conjoined TL. This logo was in use from June 25th of 1980 until 1986. I have 6 variants of this logo. One has an extended version of the music, one has a copyright notice read by a voiceover,
The material on this video cassette is protected by copyright. It is for private use only, and any other use, including copying, reproducing, or performance in public, in whole or in part, is prohibited by law.
3 are on 16mm film, and the last one is silent. This is quite the upgrade if I do say so myself. The animation is pretty well made, and the music, while typical for the time, is nicely composed. And fun fact, this logo is actually a modified variant of the Time Life television logo from 1978 to 1982. Let's move on to the next logo. It looks like this, and I've called it the TLV box. It was used from 1986 to sometime in the 2000s. We currently only have picture evidence of 2 versions. One reads presents underneath, and the other is a lot smaller than usual. Despite its long usage, it's surprisingly rare. I couldn't find a video of either of these 2 versions or any other versions that are described on the Avid page for this company. And it's a real shame because this presents version is supposedly animated. Maybe I'll get my friend Squidboxer to help with these. The next logo is the last still logo for today. It looks like this, and I actually don't know what to call this design. If you have any nicknames for this logo, please let me know in the comments. This logo was used from 1992 to 2000. There is a variant where the logo is larger. Because the logo is once again still, I'm not going to play a video, but I will admit that the design does look quite unique. Moving into the year 2000, TLV gave us this logo, which I'm going to call the Gallery. This logo was used until TLV's demise in 2023. I really like this logo. I think it's nicely made for 2000, and it holds up relatively well today. This logo was actually used in tandem with TLV's final logo for a good 10 years. Speaking of, TLV's final logo was this. I'm going to call it the Time Life box, and it was used from 2007 to 2017. This is a nice logo for 2007. The music is calm and the animation is pleasant. That's a nice finish to this episode, don't you think? Overall, the logos from Time Life Video were pretty average for their respective time periods. The highlights though were definitely the 3rd, 6th, and 7th logos. They don't stand out compared to other logos from the time, but they do hold a good place in Time Life's history. Thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Stay cool!